Okay, guys, we're going to do something a little different here. Yeah, I'm back in Lake Isabella, sitting here at the main dam using a friend's car. I'm getting ready to eat some lunch. I bought something new recently. Let's go ahead and put this on wide angle. Oh, now you can see all the trash on their floor. Well, that's not my car, so complain all you want. I got me the new DJI Osmo Mobile 2. And I also have a Spark, a DJI Spark drone. I've had the drone for almost 2 months now, and I haven't flown it once for a variety of reasons. I wanted to use it at the fishing derby here at the lake, but it was too windy every day. Well, that's a big motorhome trying to squeeze in here. Yeah, I got my fishing poles with me. We're going to take this and hopefully use the Osmo Mobile today on the upper river. I don't usually go to the upper river because they got rid of a lot of the free camping areas, and I don't really mind paying to camp in a nice area, but there's no cell signal on most of the upper river. Well, today I have to go up there anyway to accomplish a mission for a friend of mine, the friend whose car I'm using. And I decided if I'm going to go, I'm going to take my phone, I'm going to take my fishing poles, and I'm going to go up there and make a day of it and record the whole thing. And I might even go all the way up to the big trees. I don't know. That's 20 more miles past where I'm going, which really sounds like nothing, you know, but I might have to stop and get more gas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I know I'm going to the upper river and fishing at least, and it's already almost 1 o'clock, so we don't have a whole lot of daylight left, but we'll figure it out. Okay, this is the town of Kernville. I'm improvising using my friend's cell phone mount. That's why you can see this little green guy kind of in the frame. See more of him if I put it on wide angle. We're going to drive through town here. This is a really cool little park off to the left. I could get out and fish there, but it has a lot of fishing pressure because it's so easy to get to and so many people come here. They do plant fish there, but I think I'm going to skip it. Well, let's just get out and take a quick look. I brought the stabilizer and I forgot. It's sitting in the car. It's like 20 foot away. I could go back and get it, but I wasn't actually going to stop here at the river. I just came down because I got a phone call, so I wanted to pull over for a second and take the phone call. By the time I pulled over, they had hung up, and when I called them back, they're not answering. So I figured I'd get out for a second and come down here and take a closer look. There's the search and rescue truck I was talking about. I don't think anybody's lost. I think they're just doing some training. In fact, there'll be some rafts coming out up here in a second. Kernville really is a nice little town. It's probably the nicest place around the Kern River Valley. So I did stop here at the River Kern General Store and Deli, which has some really cool stuff inside. Did I run my camera glasses out? No, I think I shut them off. I bought this shirt a few years ago. They only had it in brown. Now they have it in blue, which is my favorite color. Living in a van down by the Kern River. I started my full-timing literally in a Volkswagen camper van down by the Kern River. No shirt, no shoes, no problem. I don't know. I just think it's a really cool shirt. And when I saw that they had one in my size, I had to get it. I've already got one, but my other one is a little too small and it's a little faded because it's really old. This was the last one. They have a lot of cool souvenirs and shirts and stuff here. I also, years ago, up in Mammoth Lakes, I found from a different company, but Sriracha Bacon Jerky, which is actually a sweet, they add sugar to it. It's like candy coated. Well, if this one's like the last one, we'll find out in a second. I guess you guys probably want to see me eat a bite, huh? Okay, so here goes nothing. It feels like the stuff that I really liked from a couple years ago. Candy, bacony, sriracha-y. It's got the Jimmy seal of approval. If that stuff was cheaper, I'd go clear out the shelf. It's not that expensive. It was like $5 for the pack, which is actually a pretty good deal for good jerky. But the stuff I saw in Mammoth Lakes a couple years ago by a company called Carnivore Candy, their bacon jerky, the packs that were normally like $10 were on sale for $1.99, so I bought like 30 of them. Just another of the many turnouts where you can access the river very easily. It's a lot lower than I thought it would be. I was wondering if I should have brought my waders. Looks like I don't need them. I'll just go out there. The water's going to be icy cold. It'll start stinging my feet after a few minutes, but if I need to get out into the middle in order to cast where I want, that's not going to be a problem. Kind of wish I'd have brought one of my gold pans or my sluice box. Okay, it's been so long since I've been up here on the Upper Kern. I've never tried my favorite bait combo for the Eastern Sierras, which is, let's see if I can set this down without letting it swing everywhere. A power bait mouse tail on a jig. It's probably a little bit bigger jig. The hook's a little bigger than I'd like. I really like the Sierra Slammer jigs. I just don't have any of them right now. But this will work if they're out there. Normally I would drift salmon eggs. I would just put a couple split shots, toss some salmon eggs out there and let them drift downstream. But this little combo has never failed me in the Eastern Sierras. So I'm thinking it's got to work just as well in the Western Sierras, right? We'll find out. I brought my tripod with me. If I start catching, I'll go grab it and set it up and record myself fishing. Otherwise, I'll just end this here and turn it back on if and when I catch something. But even if I don't catch anything, look how awesome it is out here. I mean, if I don't catch nothing all day, this is still a pretty darn good day. I plan to walk out into this water without my waders. I'm not going to go any deeper than knee deep, but some of these rocks can be really slick. My cell phone is waterproof, but my pivot head camera glasses are not, and the stuff in my wallet's not really waterproof either. I should have probably brought my waders. Okay, it's already deeper than it looks. I'm going to probably have to turn this phone off in case I need to catch myself with one of my hands. It gets shallower if I can get through this little deep part right here, but this feels deep enough to get my wallet wet. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this with one hand holding the phone and one hand holding fishing pole. Phone's gonna have to go back in my pocket and my feet are already frozen. We may do the rest of our fishing from shore, and if we come back, we'll bring our waders next time because they grip the bottom a lot better than these old Crocs do. Well, I can already tell where I would hide if I was a fish. This is some pretty shallow water. So I don't know. I'm going to shut the phone off, shut up, and get to fishing. Now here's another cool little area. This doesn't really have a name. It's about a half mile north of Spring Hill. But I can already see some spots where I'd like to do a little mining and some spots where I'd like to do a little fishing. There's a few nice pools right in there. Not really sure what this little community's called. Soda Springs, maybe? Or maybe that's just the name of this particular house. But it's a little community with, I don't know, half a dozen houses. Around the corner is, I was right, it is Mountain Highway 99. Around the corner is McNallys, one of the best steakhouses in the country. And they also have a burger stand, which is pretty good too. And I might stop there if I'm open, if they're open. But probably not. Pretty sure I'm going to River Kern Deli today. Now this is an old saw blade. Of course, you know what an axe is. There's a big piece of chain. Here's an ore cart. Is there ore in the ore cart? Well, some of it. Looks a little quartzy, but a lot of it's just rocks. Now what I can't help but notice across the way here, do you see this straight line? Let it refocus after my finger goes. That straight line goes, it's like there's another road over there, or what I'm thinking is that straight line used to be a rail track for ore carts, and there was some kind of mining going on over there. That's my best guess. I really don't know, but what is this long metal thing down there? Oh, I guess it's the side of a building. Okay. Now here's why I pulled over. I wanted to show you guys this really cool old fire truck. I guess if they didn't want people walking up and looking at it, they'd have the fence go across, right? What a weird place to park it on a hill like this. Hanford. My grandpa was from Hanford. Very cool. Very cool. There's the old pressure gauge. I believe that's what that is. I really don't know. I mean, I could be... Here's volume pressure dial. There's a pressure release valve. There's some other gauges. I wonder if we can show you guys what it looks like up there. Yeah. And if we look all the way back down there, that's where we came from. Kernville's back that way. And there's the roadway thing that I'm talking about again. Okay, let's see what's next. I guess I'll have to show you guys McNallys because it's McNallys. And here's McNallys. They have a little store that has some of my favorite jerky. And they've got a restaurant and a burger stand. It looks like the restaurant and the burger stand are both closed, but it looks like the store is open. There's a kid over there waving at me. I don't want to say he sounded not normal, but I had a little bit of a Deliverance flashback when the kid waved at me. I'm like, are you going to pull out a banjo next or what? I shouldn't say that, but... Hopefully buying some beef jerky. Are they open? Oh, I saw the door, so I thought they were open. I'm curious, though. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. Nothing wrong with that kid. He was very articulate. I guess he was just being a goof when he made like a spazzy wave and said, hello, hello. Because after that initial odd sounding hello, kid was very normal and very, very well spoken for a kid his age, so I no longer... Whoa! Did you see him? He's out that way. I bet you heard him. Yeah, they do a lot of military training around here. So the restaurant's not currently open. That's the restaurant there. And I guess the cabins may or may not be open. The hamburger stand's also not yet open, which is kind of a bummer. But they are going to be reopening this summer. By May, they said. Apparently they sold the place and then they reopened. Or they bought it back and they're about to reopen it. I guess the people they sold it to, I don't know, something must have happened. I don't know if they got sick or couldn't make the payments or what. But this year, they all locally raised, locally grown beef. Some of the best. I've never ate at the burger stand. I've always ate at the restaurant. But I got to say, the restaurant has some of the best steaks of anywhere. And they told me that they don't currently have the jerky that I really like, but they're going to look into getting it back. So that's cool. It's called Riley's beef jerky.